Well, here we go. This is the sort of hand you kind of want, and it's the sort of action that you want as well in front of your hand. We've got a raise and a re-raise. I would quite happily shove here. I think I will raise a little bit more than I want to. So the shove to me is better if you want to call, but then there is a lot of action here, so I need to show strength as well to try to tempt a couple of people off it, really. Interesting call. So luckily we got rid of one, so that's quite handy. Now, if he's got ace king, same as me, then he's not going to like a free bet, sorry, a c bet, which is most of the time going to happen. And I've only given him a chance of making me put another 2 and a bit in, so we're calling whatever he does here. And we're just hoping that he's got a similar hand and folds. Oh my god, see, this is party poker through and through. But the only thing that went wrong there is he didn't hit his his gutter ball. So yeah, I was just saying that he was a reg. So that was a nice donation. But then, less said about that the better. Ugh, that was horrible. That's supposed to be 200. Yeah, bye bye. Okay, so here I'm just I'm pretty much on the button for all it's worth. This guy's not got a lot of chips, so I need to be careful because he could easily just shove on me. So any bet I do, I need to make sure it's the right amount. Because if he shoves, I'm folding. So I think 200 and something would be enough. So if I say 235, and then hopefully it's shove or fold for him. And it was fold. This is more interesting though. I did a min bet there with on the button with 8-8, and I've got re-raised. I need to call this, and it is just me set mining basically, but you don't raise with 8s just to fold. And lo and behold, I've got an 8, so let's crash out with these tables. So it's the best I can hope for. If I'm against jacks, then so be it. There is a straight out there already, which I've lost to many a time, and there's also, therefore, straight draws if he's got one of the cards that makes a straight, but I have to raise. The most crazy thing to do would be to go all in, which might work, but I think I will show strength and actually do a really big raise and see if he wants my bounty. Obviously we want him to have aces and kings, but more likely he had ace queen, ace jack, sorry, not ace jack. Well, I might have ace jack, strong fold. Tempted to call and try to get this guy in and try to hit something. It's getting to the point where I do that, I dwindle a bit, but I will do it a little bit more until I start sort of worrying about lower chips. So I have hit something, but obviously not a lot. But I'm just going to let this wait out for a second so that it looks like I'm trying to make a tough decision with a flush or a flush draw. And I do that sometimes, and I'm sure it's pointless, but it makes me feel better about myself. So now I'm going to be checking it, and so I'm hoping they're thinking, oh hello, maybe he had something. But you just don't know if people take any account to that. So don't know what he's betting with. Could be anything. Could be just a queen. I don't know. I'm seeing this play enough. I don't know. I don't know if I can get him off something and just later on, or I'm not sure. So now I check quickly because I've hit my flush. But you know, who knows? There we go, so that's fine, that worked. Many times that won't work. Many times he will be the one that will be saying, having what I had, but I kind of played the game there and it kind of worked. Yeah, I don't like calling this because it's such a serious game that so many times they do this with overpairs, and I don't really want to set overset, which I haven't got, so that's cool. Such an odd game. I don't really... When you think you know what people are doing in this game, they surprise you. I mean, this game here on Party Poker. I'm just going to have a bluff at it now because I've got bigger chips than them, and I can afford to lose a few. What is I Am a Shyster going to do? Fold. What is Gypsy Hit going to do? Cool. So really I should now bet out again, but I just think I'm going to get called by anything, and he could still have a good hand, so let's see what he does. Probably checks and takes it. What did he have? Quick, quick, quick. Yeah, so he had ace jack. I fancy he was calling me whatever I did, so that's all fine. Any action before us? Oh, that sounded like action. Oh, no, wrong table. So that's quite a nice, lazy, big bet. I need to raise. So this guy, he hasn't really got many chips. Quite a big 3-bet. I'm sure if I was taking it more seriously, I would. Well, no, I think what I want to say is if there was people out there, they would say, "Oh, your 3-bets are a bit big," but yeah, it doesn't really matter against somebody with so many. Although this guy, it wouldn't really matter against. Blah 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 blah. Oh, cool. That's kind of curious. I hope he shoves. That's the best thing for me right now. And I can shove over the top. Can't imagine what he's calling with. So exactly what I said. He's shoved, and I'm going to shove. I don't really want him to call with his ace king or whatever he's got. No idea what anyone's got. Just you kind of hope that you've got the best hand here. Obviously, a few that beat you, a few that don't. Well, many that don't. I don't believe you've got that much of a decision to make, mate. Wow, yeah, that's called. Okay, interesting. Obviously, we just don't want a jack, and that's not too bad. We're folding here, and we're raising here. So that was just a cold deck. I don't actually think I lost too much. Yeah. So blind versus blind, I've hit a 2. That's the best hand a lot of the times. He's bet out though, which kind of tells me that he's got some things, and I don't want to lose a load of chips with that. Let's get to the point now where the bounties don't matter so much. So this table here is ridiculous in the sense that I've just managed to let myself blind out. The guy's sitting out here, so there's actually some free money here. I've got so little chips, I might just chuck them all in with this and hope that I make it. Yeah, so that's great. So it's only 2 people to get through. I've got a below average hand, but there's not many chips. It is a gamble. That's normally a raise, but they've been very active. Okay, so yeah, not worried about that at all. If I win, I win. If I don't, then I can focus on the other ones. Not the best example of a good poker tournament here. Wow, that went down quickly. So worst case scenario for me really, because I'm dominated and I don't get there. So that's fine. This one's dead. That was a quick tournament. I might just check what the blinds were. Yes, it's only 8-minute blinds. Oh well, that happened quickly. I suppose we've been doing this for a couple of hours. Huzzah! We can close lad breaks. One of them's strong, one of them's not so strong, or is very strong. I've hit a strange straight draw that sometimes is completely dead, but not that often. So that's interesting. It's very likely just a C bet. He might have over pairs. It's a big bet though. I'm not going to call this one. Let's wait for the hand to finish. Ugh, I should really call this. Blech, okay, fine. I'll get back to that in a minute. I was just going to show you how his bounty is actually worth more than... although he's got more chips now, but his bounty is pretty much worth more than the or the same as the cash, so you can see why some people go for the bounties. I think we may get a flop here unless there's a monster, and that's quite a nice flop for us. Got somebody all in there, no cards, no 8-8 here, okay. So Pockstar Man, a rather shit cat. And I've got a good chance to bet at this now. Could check just to get there, but then that gives me less chance to bet and win the pot without actually having the hand. This is a fold, that's nice and easy. This here is probably a re-raise. I've pretty much got the button here. And this is the guy that got funky with that 6-7 suited earlier. So I hit my 8 on the other table, which is no good. I might just check here now. Actually, he's gone all in. Well, this is a call, unfortunately. I suppose a lot of people would fold, but unfortunately for me, it's a call. I've got the overs and the flush draw, and he already had the straight. Yeah, not too worried about that. Nice hand, sir. Yeah, he already had the straight. Did he? I didn't know. I know the 8 came. Oh yeah, so there was a gut shot. Oh, that was horrible. Yeah. Meanwhile, back in here, this guy's probably got an ace or a queen. Yeah, that was a. Yeah, let's not think about that last one. I'm tempted to call him down because I kind of gave him the betting lead, so I'm going to call him down, and he had the queen. So yeah, I think a lot of the time he would bluff there, so I don't mind that too much. Can't really do much other than call there. So dream card is the 4 of. Well, I think I prefer a 4 that isn't a club, to be honest, but I don't mind a club on the turn. So there's loads of cards on the turn that actually keep me interested, so I may as well call a bet, but didn't need to. Hey, no need to sigh, it's great. Unfortunately, we've got to check this one here. No one's really going to think I've got a straight, because it's an odd one. There is a straight, obviously, that beats me, but I will bet out, because I want to win some chips. So I hit the perfect turn card. Get lost. And somebody's called me. So yeah, he would call me with a flush draw. So he could have a flush. So I could check and just check call. He has. If I bet small enough, I don't think he should really go over the top. I really should check call here. I am going to do that. I'm probably missing a bet, but the push is too much. You can't shove 12 into 5, so it is just a check call, and he had the other flush draw, so that worked out quite well. I don't think I could have raised. Sorry, obviously raised a silly, but I don't think I could have bet and then. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one, but no need to overthink it. I want it. Okay, it's just fun. I don't really want to set mine with such a small chip stack. I could just shove here, actually. I get called by a lot of hands that beat me. Tempting, but let's see what happens here. Obviously I get called by hands that beat me, crikey. Might get... see, I haven't got enough chips to even get 6, 7s, 8s, 9s or 10s to fold, so... well, what else could I have wanted? Yeah, that's fine. So I think I knew I was racing, or at least I accepted the fact that I was racing there. I haven't played many hands, I might just try to raise and take it. You do raise and take it a lot of times, so you do need to do that. And also it just balances your range. And I've hit a nice hand here. I've got an up and down straight, and I can easily see bet when they check to me. These are the sort of hands that you get knocked out of poker tournaments with, though, if you get too fruity. But I do need to see bet. We'll do try not to do too much. So now we kind of want to hit, and at least we got that opportunity. We haven't hit, but we get another chance when we check now. Can't bet now. Could bet, but I think it's a silly thing, because the pots, the amount of bet we'd have to do, the amount of chips we'd have to risk would be quite a lot. And lo and behold, we got there on the second check. So we have to assume we're ahead here. We're not losing too much. We'll have a thoughtful shove in a second. There is another straight that beats us, but we can't be worried about that. Hope you just don't misread the board, Sam. Just they tell us here though, rate a straight 6 to 10. This is probably a raise. See if I can get some action. Did he call? No, I don't think he did. No. Oh, never mind. We're 237 now, so let's just quickly see how fast the pays go. So we've already gone over to a couple of pay jumps. So look, we're getting $1 a time now for each jump. It's big money. So that's another person knocked out. That was 6s versus 7s there. King Jack in the big blind is something that's not too bad to play. Okay, I think this is a call. Speculative call. I don't really want to put much more in after this. Now I do. I've got the straight flush draw for a 10 of spades. I kind of want to get there, but I also want to win the pot now. So let's see if I do. Yeah, I do. So yeah, that was perfect. I didn't really want to put too much in, and I didn't need to. This is going to be a fold whatever happens. Nothing going on here. So this is a very weak limp, and I've got a very good hand really. So I'm going to just raise it. I think this play gets you a lot of free chips, maybe so often. It needs to be done in live tournaments and online tournaments. You've got to defend your big blind occasionally. Sometimes this will happen, and well, easy decision, just fold it. But you do pick up a lot of chips like that. So Darrox here has got a, well, it's very easy to see how many big blinds he's got, and that means he's got quite a shoving stack. So I don't need to raise any more than I have to, because any shove I've got to fold. But I do want to attack him. Martins probably knows this. Sometimes the bounty person can just be invisible when two other players want their bounty. Oh well, this is the perfect flop, so I've really hit this well. I can even afford to check this. And hopefully see if he bets with a hand. And he does. So I'm quite happy. I don't mind if I lose to a flush. I've got the ace of clubs, so you know, it doesn't make too much of a difference. But I've got a feeling I've got this one. And he should shove now, hopefully. That's a shame. I think if that was a lower card, he shoves. Maybe he's checking his straight. I've got a shove here because I want his bounty. I could do a value bet and get a call off of him. But, you know, actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do, because he could always shove, potentially. So I suppose 3k is better than no k, because I guess he would have folded. But you just don't know. Would he have folded? Would he have called? But at least I know I got a bit more chips off of him there. I think if I saw a massive amount here, and remember I only get half of this, so that would have been 1325, sorry, 1375. I'd be wrong. Remember, that's not much. And he's in the money now. I don't know. Yeah, I can't beat myself up that I could have got more, because I won the pot. A win is a win. Yeah, that one is disappointing though. I might even do a typey bet so that people know I'm serious. Oof. This is a call when I get around to it. Not really. I'm not really liking the call here actually. I do like it when you can fold and not see a flop and just get on with it. I just might get into trouble there, and I don't want to lose the chips I've just won. I probably had the best hand, but if I call, it's just really set mining. I probably need to raise, but then I don't really want to get re-raised. But it's a strong play though if I do raise, and it might tempt him to shove. So I want to really do it so that he can do, actually, once I raise, he can do anything. Sometimes if somebody does an undershove, I say undershove, I mean they shove less than what the bet would have been, the raise would have been. The people are forced to call it. But I can't do that because he's already bet. So his shove, he can still do whatever he wants. He didn't shove. So yeah, I wonder what he does here. Really, really small 3-bet by me. Does that wreak a really strong hand? I hope it does. So now he's done that, and so now I would just be set mining, or I just want to lose all my chips with 6-6 against somebody that's shown a lot of strength. So I'll be folding here. Happy with that fold. Don't mind the re-raise. Standard hand. No problem there.